be a critical thinker. Just don't think, okay, well, this person is on my side of this great debate, so what he says is true. If you've really got an issue with something that, if you really want to know, if you just don't want to be putting out information out there that is putting forth and repeating things that are not true, maybe you want to go to the source. Maybe you want to ask.
In terms of MK Skeptic, Jim Gardner, Alex Botten, look, as soon as they put up or shut up, then the conversation can be open. You know?
Put shut up in regards to...
The challenge has been laid out. As soon as they prove everything that they say, in terms of putting up the money.
Oh, not
putting up the money. They've been calling Psy a liar for a couple of years now. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right. What do you mean again? I mean, that video only came out like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, or something. So come on, dude.
The thing is, Len, is that Psy 10 Brudicate is a liar.
Wait a minute. There's a lag between you guys, so let me talk to Gary.
Well, all they have to do is put up the money to prove that to be true, and then they'll have Psy's money and another pelt to hang on their wall, won't they? I mean, it's really that simple.
I can prove that to be true right now.
Okay, wait a minute. Go ahead and prove it, Gary.
Okay. Psy 10 Brudicate was on a podcast with somebody called T.
It's interesting also that when both sides were asked what kind of evidence could be presented, and you would change your opinion, what would have to be presented, or is it possible that you could change your opinion? Both sides said no. That's interesting from someone who claims that it's science and evidence that's led them to their presupposition and not faith. I mean, you would think someone would say, of course, the correct evidence could be presented to me and I would change my opinion. What does this tell us? It tells us that Romans 1 is true, that they knew God but did not honor him as God or give thanks to him. They became futile in their thinking and their foolish hearts were dark, and claiming to be wise, they became fools. This is someone who says, I have my beliefs because of the evidence, and if the evidence changes, I'm keeping my beliefs.
Right. It really shows that evidence is not the issue.
What, if anything, would ever change your mind?
Well, the answer to that question is, I'm a Christian. And as a Christian, I can't prove it to you. But God has definitely shown me very clearly through his word and shown himself in the person of Jesus Christ. The Bible is the Word of God. I admit that that's where I start from. As far as the Word of God is concerned, no. No one's ever going to convince me that that the Word of God is not true.
Time. Mr. Knight?
We would just need one piece of evidence. We would need the fossil that swam from one layer to another. We would need evidence that the universe is not expanding. We would need evidence that the stars appear to be far away, but they're not. We would need evidence that rock layers can somehow form in just 4,000 years instead of the extraordinary amount. We would need evidence that somehow you can reset atomic clocks and keep neutrons from becoming protons. You bring on any of those things, and you would change me immediately.
Psy 10 may have lied at certain point, but that's not an example of him lying. That's not an example. I explained it to you in that thread, and when I clicked on that link, I watched it, and it made complete sense. Now, let me point something out here, okay? I'm not perfect, Psy's not perfect, and I'm not saying that this example of Psy sinning and lying is true. I say that the assertion is not true. Psy can back it up. If anybody wants to engage with him, I believe he completely justified his statement and why he agreed with that interviewer about what the guy had asserted about Bill Nye. Now, here's the point I want to make, and I know Matthew 4:19, I've muted you because your delay is so bad, plus we're going to wrap this up, and you just said you had to go, so I'll see you later, Matthew 4:19. What difference does it make? We Christians, I am not conceding that Psy lied in this situation. The link that Psy gave in the debate, Bill Nye said nothing. Bill Nye did not respond to it. It was Ken Ham asserting a response that Bill Nye had given in the past. Ken Ham asserted a response that Ken Ham asserted a response that he got from Bill Nye previously. Okay? And Bill Nye did not address it. Okay? Because of the flow of the conversation, he didn't address it. So that's where Cy got that, from Ken Ham's assertion. And what Cy continues to tell you time and time again, Cy would believe Ken before he would believe Bill Nye. So that's where he got it from. Well, when we find it, we can look at it again. But I was very satisfied with what Cy had said. I read the same link and watched the same video that you did. And for me, it made sense. And for you, it's like, this needs to be exposed.
No, it's not that it needs to be exposed. I just hate dishonesty.
I was very satisfied with his answer.
But be a critical thinker. Just don't think, okay, well, this person is on my side of this great debate, so what he says is true. If you've really got an issue with something that, if you really want to know, if you just don't want to be putting out information out there that is putting forth and repeating things that are not true, maybe you want to go to the source. Maybe you want to ask.